Hey everybody, it's Mike. Over here doing my thing. What are you doing? So today I was thinking about forgiveness. Again, yeah, it's not really a repetitive thing, just more on the subject. So, I've been thinking about how we need to forgive ourselves when we make our mistakes, like I had said, because that impedes our progress. If we get stuck in this mistake and I'm no good and we do all that stuff. I don't know if you remember. If you don't, refer to my video called Forgiveness. If you do remember, there's more to it. I mean, because that forgiving yourself for your mistakes is great because it reduces your stress and it allows you to get back on the horse, so to speak. It allows you to get back to doing what you're doing without dwelling on that mistake that was made. Now, if we could take that and apply that to ourselves, we should apply that to others as well. You know what I mean? People all the time will offend us. All the time. I mean, it just happens because, they don't know us or they do know us and it just happens. Nobody really does it intentionally unless you're me and you're trying to be a jerk sometimes, which I do, but that's more for fun. And people who know me usually don't get too offended. And if they do, well, sorry. Anywho, you have to forgive others. You have to. If you don't, you're just holding on to crap that's going to slow you down, that's going to bring you down, and you're not really doing anything to the person that you're not forgiving. And by forgiving them, I don't mean it excuses their behavior like, oh, that's okay, it's just them. No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's like, you know what? Either they meant to or they not. I'm not going to carry this around because it's hurting me. I once heard it say that having unforgiveness for someone that did you wrong or anger towards someone that did you wrong is like filling a cup with poison and drinking it yourself, trying to get back at that person for doing you wrong, but you're really just hurting yourself. Like I said, I'm no genius. I'm not discovering new things here. I'm just reminding people. I'm reminding you. I'm reminding myself that this is the things you need to do to succeed. You can't be hampered by other people, especially when you're trying to do you. And I understand that, we don't live in a vacuum and we got to deal with people and we got to have relationships and we got to do our thing with them and that's fine. But realize that people, we're all broken in some way or another. We're all broken. Whether, I'm not going to get into that, but we're all broken. None of us are perfect. Okay? And we're never going to be because that's just not the way we do things. It may be time and anyway, I'm back. Sorry. I get to go on rants sometimes. What I'm saying is, don't hold on to things that stress you out, like badly. I mean, we're going to stress about school grades, about work assignments, about, doing our best at our job or whatever. I mean, that's a different kind of stress, but, sitting there dwelling on what someone did to you or what someone said to you or how someone hurt your feelings, it's got a place. And if you're in a relationship with that person in any form, you can talk to them and say, hey, look, I really didn't like you when you did this and blah, blah, blah. But as far as those that we get offended by, people we don't even know. And we hold on to that like we're some kind of victim. And when you play the victim, you're losing control. You're giving control of your life to someone else. Now, I'm not saying that there's things that don't happen that make us victims. I mean, it does. But to hold on to that stuff and to dwell on it and think about how wronged you were, that's not productive. And it's not going to do much for you. I mean, you can learn from every situation, hopefully, and you can move on. It doesn't mean you put yourself in those positions to get offended again, or you just keep hanging out with the same people that piss you off. I mean, don't. If that's the kind of relationship that is, then maybe you just need to take some time away from that. Or, I don't know. You figure that out. But that's huge in limiting your stress. That's huge in limiting your anxiousness even. It's just letting stuff go and forgiving people. And not for their benefit, but for yours. And that's what, making progress and trying to make yourself better, that's stressful enough because that's not easy stuff. It really isn't. And I'm in none of my videos are I'm saying this is easy because it's not. Life change is hard. Life change is a whole genre. I mean, they got doctors and psychologists and all kinds of people working to help people change their lives and make better choices. But ultimately, the power is going to be up to you. And finding out what those choices are and finding out ways to do it, if you don't have any idea what to do, then definitely get whatever help or guidance you need. But even when you do, you're still going to have to do the stuff that they tell you to do. But that's one of them. That's one of the things, along with the other stuff, be prepared, plan for success, forgiving yourself for your shortcomings. Just these are all part of making you a stronger person. Okay, this is Oliver, and he's been really trying hard to come and say hi. And he is a cat, so he's not going to go away. So we'll just let him on. He's purring. Listen. Yeah, he's a good cat. So forgive others. Forgive yourself. Don't hold on to stuff that's not gonna help you succeed. Let that stuff go. And people are gonna do what they're gonna do, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you can do a lot about what you do. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're trying to do in life, try and do it with a lighter heart, without all that burden on you, especially if stuff you can control, and letting stuff go. That's something that's totally in your control. So drop me a message or a little comment thing. Hit the subscribe button, the little bell dingy dingy thing. Like and share. I appreciate you watching, and I thank you for all the support. And if you have any comments or any ways that you think I can improve, or that the stuff you're doing, I'd love to hear what you're doing to make your progress more successful. I'm definitely open to ideas. Drop me a message. Leave a comment. Do what you got to do. So keep doing you. And have a great one.